Okay, I tried to save it, but it can wait. Things are good, so it's all in a row. Um, anyway, back to what I'm saying, because I'm rambling quite a bit. I was trying to condense it into two, but I guess I have to do three. Where I personally, and this is my 2 cents, you know, there are no refunds or exchanges. It's yours. You know, take it for what you will. Where I believe that our government has America as the people stuck, as far as the stages of grief, is you know, shock and denial. Bam. You know, a lot of us are in the stages of accepting it, going, yeah, it happened, okay, moving right along or whatever, because we weren't directly impacted as we, on the surface or whatever. You know, we were affected, but we weren't affected as, like, you know, John Q, New York, that lived, 3 blocks away from Ground Zero, or Mrs. Susie Q that, got out just in the nick of time or whatever, whatever. But and there were several quote supposed crash sites or whatever. I've watched documentaries on this subject several months ago, actually. I think it was around maybe November or so, when we still had that Netflix trial where you could watch the free stuff. You just couldn't order nothing, which was fine, because a lot of those documentaries, the makers of those documentaries, they want everybody to watch it, so they're not gonna, be like, oh yeah, put us on the paid list. No, they're gonna be like, go ahead and put us on the free list. We don't care, right? Because 9/11 happened over 10 years ago, folks, or almost 10 years ago. Okay, it'll be 10 in September, but whatever. But our government has us, us as a whole, America with, a small a, not a big A. Big A is the government, because, big A is for asshole, and, little a is for, the angry or whatever. I don't know. Fuck alphabet soup, I don't care. Anyway, but, they have little a America in shock and denial. Okay. There's some of us that are just like, no way, that didn't happen. That was all staged. That was, that's bullshit. Now, when people start asking questions, and not just Charlie Sheen, although he's the one that's getting the most attention because, one, he's a celebrity, and two, Chuck Lorre and his asinine freaking little comments that he put in his little quote-unquote vanity cards. Fucking douchebag, you have to call them vanity cards? Are you kidding me? Sucker. He decided to take some shots at Charlie Sheen and then be like, oh, you got a gag order, you can't say nothing, nah, boo-boo. Sorry, you dumb shit, that's grade school politics, you son of a bitch. What the hell are you thinking? You think you're going to poke a major movie star like that and then walk away and go, you can't do nothing, I sign your paycheck, motherfucker. Well, guess what? That's the kind of tactics and the kind of games that I had to deal with when I was in the playground, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. So, Chucky boy, you real stupid. You real petty. Grow the fuck up. Actually, you know what? I don't think your balls dropped, buddy. I think you got some major issues. Now, back to my reaction to, Charlie Sheen's interview. Like I said, I didn't watch the whole thing. I don't feel I needed to. I think I saw enough, but I'll finish watching it at a later time just because it's just fascinating shit. Okay? Call me crazy, call me whatever. I don't care, I think Charlie Sheen said it best when he said that him and the other gnarly McNarlingtons, I might be saying that wrong. I apologize if I am, Sheen, because I love that terminology. I think you should get it coined by Webster's. But anyway, call me crazy, but I understood everything he was saying. Okay? And the media, they were trying to pull all these, like, random little snippets of what he was saying and be like, oh, see, you guys? He's on drugs. He's talking about goddesses. Oh, excuse me, if you watch the interview, the goddesses that he's referring to are his girlfriends. Okay? You know, you might call him a ladies' man, but you know what? Polyamorous relationships do happen, you know, Mr. Media. And you know what? Back up off his nuts. He's probably getting more pussy than you are, Mr. Media and Mr. Chuck Lorre. So, you know what? Instead of hating on him, congratulate on him, okay? So just piss off. You know, go find yourself some little freaking dime store porno and whack off. Because that's probably all that you're able to get anyway. You know, and if you need a microscope and a pair of freaking needle nose tweezers to find your dick, so be it. You know, come on, get real, okay? I have many friends who are into polyamorous relationships, and I don't judge them. I think it's great if it works for them, and all the people in that relationship are happy, and they feel satisfied and loved and validated, and everything's all hunky-dory. Guess what? Works for them. You know, now me, I'm a fiercely loyal individual. I don't think I'd be able to handle a polyamorous relationship. I'm too jealous. I'm too clingy. I'm too... I don't know, you know. But, you know, I never tried it. And they say don't knock it till you try it, right? You know, I can't believe this is not butter. You know, you never know. It's a different life experience than your own. So get off the high horse, Lori. Seriously. Just dismount and, you know, shove the bullwhip up your ass with the handle first. Okay? Thanks. Now, Chuck Lorre, once again, just to kind of rephrase, let me go on his little gay-ass website, okay, chucklorre.com, where he has every single vanity card that he's ever written for the show. For his shows The Big Bang Theory, 2.5 Men, Mike and Molly, Dharma and Greg, Sybil, Grace Under Fire. Okay, he's made, you know, some pretty good sitcom series. Fine. Whatever. I don't give a shit, okay? Number 329. And he states, and I quote, I exercise regularly. I eat moderate amounts of healthy food. I make sure to get plenty of rest. I see my doctor once a year and my dentist twice a year. I floss every night. I've had chest x-rays, cardio stress tests, EKGs, and colonoscopies. I see a psychologist and have a variety of hobbies to reduce stress. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I don't have crazy reckless sex with strangers. If Charlie Sheen outlives me, I'm gonna be really pissed. Ooh! Burnt! Fuck off, Lori. You know what? People are going to live their lives however they decide to live their lives. That's your human fucking right. As being a resident on this fucking planet, you have the right to live and thrive and endure and exist however you damn well please. And, dude. Okay, let me... If I were to write my own vanity card, here's what mine will read. I don't exercise regularly. Occasionally, whenever I feel like it, I'll eat a salad sometimes. And then I'll have some ice cream, you know, as a side dish. I have insomnia, so I sleep at odd, funky hours and I wake up at least 3 times a night. I see my doctor, I try to make it once a year. My kids go once a year, though, and that's what's important. My dentist, well, we're not really on speaking terms right now. As far as flossing, I'm not going to floss my gums. Thank you. Fuck off. Chest x-rays, okay. I had one several years ago. My daughter had one not too long ago for pneumonia. I've had my blood pressure monitored. It's still being monitored. Haven't had any EKGs yet. Haven't had any colonoscopies. I'm not too comfortable with, you know, some kind of medical instrument going up my ass, although, never mind, won't go there, leaving that alone. I don't see a psychologist yet, but my you know, general practitioner, you know, he's a well-respected, a very highly regarded faculty in the Cleveland Clinic, and he's my dealer. He signs off my Celexa for me. Let's see. Oh, I don't have time to do any of my hobbies. I'm just keeping on. That's how I reduce stress. I drink once or twice a year. Sometimes I drink to the point I get sick. You know, it's once or twice a year. Blow me. I smoke cigarettes. I smoke maybe too much cigarettes. Too many cigarettes. I don't do drugs unless they're prescribed. And, you know, I'm in a committed relationship, so I don't have crazy, reckless sex with strangers. It's just against my code. And then here's my tagline. If Chuck Lorre thinks that he's better than Charlie Sheen or anybody else in this world, he can bend over and bite his nutsack. You fucking toad sucker, to quote Robin Williams. So yeah, Chucky boy, suck on this. You know, the media wants to blow Sheen's, rantings out of proportion. You know what, guys? I'm sure that if you really wanted to, you could take little snippets of some of my rants on here, you know, and just little quotes here and there, and just make fun of them. You know, be like, oh, you know, she says this, she says that. Wow, she's whacked, she's cracked, she's, you know, she's on a half shell, turtle power, you know, that kind of thing. And, you know, make me sound like the most psychotic, babbling buffoon ever. This is just a prime example of the bullshit that I had to go through when I was a kid. Whenever I would say something, somebody would take the random nugget of whatever I was saying, spin it around, blow it out of proportion, warp it a little bit, and then throw it back at me. It's like, whoa, asshole, that's not what I said, boo. That's not what I fucking said. This is exactly what I said, and I would repeat myself word for word. Why? Because it came out of my mouth. It started in my brain first, and then it left my mouth, so therefore I know what I fucking said. So, media. Chuck Lorre. What the fuck, Chuck? And media madness, trying to do your little hype game thing. I'm onto your asses. A lot of us are. We're done. Okay? Just like Charlie Sheen said, game over. You lose, we win. Fuck you. In the words of CeeLo, fuck you. And fuck Lorre too. So, there you go. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I love you listeners all oh so very much. So, big sloppy, slobbery, wet kisses to you all. Boob squishing hugs. Maybe a little bit of hot, heavy breathing in your ear. And y'all have a great Saturday night and a great Sunday, because I have tomorrow off, y'all. I'm gonna do some chores. Rantings and ravings of a housewife or a house bitch or whatever. Okay, good night.